What if I told you that one of the most exciting sports cars right now doesn't come from Japan, but from China? Yeah, the Nissan Z just met a rival it never expected. The MG Cyberster. One's got heritage and raw muscle. The other's all electric and futuristic. But which one actually gives you more car for your money? Let's find out. For decades, the Nissan Z has been the hero of affordable performance. From the 240Z to the 370Z, it's been about fun, simplicity, and a driver's connection to the car. But now a completely new player has entered the game. The MG Cyberster, an electric convertible that looks like it's come straight out of a sci-fi movie. Two completely different philosophies, but both claim to offer the thrill of driving at a price that doesn't destroy your wallet. So today we're diving deep. Performance, design, driving feel, and what they represent for the future of sports cars. Here's the challenge. Affordable sports cars are disappearing. Prices are climbing, emissions laws are tightening, and most brands have shifted focus to SUVs and EVs. That makes the Nissan Z and the MG Cyberster rare. They're fighting to keep driving fun alive in a world that's moving towards screens and silence. But the question is, can either of them really deliver the soul of a sports car without losing what makes driving emotional? Because, let's be real, speed is easy, emotion is not. So let's break them down, and by the end, you'll know exactly which one deserves your attention. Let's start with what you see first, the looks. The Nissan Z doesn't scream for attention. It nods to its past. The 240Z's long hood, the clean tail lamps inspired by the 300ZX, and that low, classic stance. It's the kind of design that tells you, I've been doing this for 50 years, I don't need to prove anything. Meanwhile, the MG Cyberster? That thing looks like the future parked itself in your driveway. Butterfly doors, sleek LED lines, and that low-slung convertible profile. It's like MG is saying, you want nostalgia? We'll give you neon dreams instead. And here's the irony. MG used to be known for small British roadsters. Think MGBs, cute and compact. Now it's gone full electric and high-tech. So, visually, the Z is about heritage. The Cyberster? Reinvention. But the real question, which one makes your heart race more? If you love tradition, the Z wins. If you love attention, the Cyberster steals the show. All right, looks aside, what happens when you actually hit the gas, or in the Cyberster's case, the accelerator? Nissan Z. Under the hood, a 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 pumping out 400 horsepower and 475 Nm of torque. Rear-wheel drive, manual gearbox available. That's a big deal. In 2025, a manual in a turbocharged coupe is almost a luxury item. 0 to 100 km/h, around 4.3 seconds depending on the variant, and it sounds like a proper sports car. A little mechanical, a little raw. MG Cyberster. Now here's the twist. It's fully electric. Dual motors producing up to 536 horsepower and 725 Nm of torque. That's supercar-level punch from a brand that, let's be honest, most people didn't even take seriously 5 years ago. 0 to 100 km/h, around 3.2 seconds, that's quicker than a Porsche 911 Carrera. But, and this is a big but, the driving feel is different. The Z gives you the classic analog joy, gears, revs, tail-happy slides. The Cyberster gives you instant power. No noise, no gears, just warp speed acceleration. So it's not about which is faster. It's about how they make you feel. The Z feels alive. The Cyberster feels like the future. Pick your poison. Let's talk about what happens behind the wheel. In the Z, you sit low, the steering is heavy, and the car wants to dance. It's playful but not perfect. The chassis feels old school. You can feel the weight up front, and when you push it hard, it moves around. But that's part of the fun. It challenges you to drive it well. In the Cyberster, things are different. It's quieter, smoother. The steering feels more digital, and the car's instant torque makes it crazy fast out of corners. But does it connect you to the road the same way? That's where opinions split. Some say it feels like a video game, exciting, but distant. Still, you can't ignore how effortless it is. Electric motors make every drive silky smooth, and the weight distribution helps it stay planted even in sharp turns. So if you're the kind of driver who wants to feel the engine, the vibration, the shift, the Z is your car. If you want to shock people with how quickly you vanish from a stoplight, the Cyberster wins hands down. Now let's peek inside. Nissan Z's cabin keeps it simple. Analog dials, physical buttons, a mix of retro and modern. It's focused on the driver. No massive screens taking over. You get an 8-inch infotainment screen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and seats that hug you tight. MG Cyberster's cabin, though, looks like a spaceship. You're greeted with a curved triple-screen layout wrapping around the driver, flat-bottom steering wheel, and high-quality materials everywhere. It's luxurious but playful. Like Tesla met a Lamborghini, and they decided to make something stylish and weirdly practical. Even the doors open like a supercar. But again, this is where philosophy kicks in. Nissan's cockpit says drive. MG's cockpit says experience. And the difference between the two feels like comparing a vinyl record to Spotify. Both deliver music, but only one makes you feel nostalgic. All right, let's get real. What do you actually pay for all this? The Nissan Z starts around $42,000 in the US and can climb close to $55,000 for the top trims. You get rear-wheel drive, manual transmission, and that classic sports car feel. The MG Cyberster, on the other hand, is expected to cost roughly $60,000, $65,000, maybe less in some markets. It's more expensive, yes, but it also gives you cutting-edge electric power and a convertible body. So in value terms, the Z is more affordable, but the Cyberster offers a completely different kind of thrill. It's the difference between tradition and transformation. This comparison isn't just about two cars, it's about two eras colliding. The Nissan Z represents the past we love, mechanical connection, simplicity, and emotional feedback. The MG Cyberster represents the future we're heading toward, digital precision, instant performance, and eco-innovation. And here's what's beautiful. Both exist right now. You can still buy a car that makes you shift gears and smile, or one that lets you glide silently through the city faster than most supercars. But affordable sports cars as a species are endangered. Regulations, market shifts, and electric transitions mean cars like these might not survive another decade unless people keep buying them. So whether you prefer gasoline or electric, both deserve respect for keeping the spirit of fun alive. So which one wins? It depends on what kind of driver you are. If you love connection, the feel of the car, the sound, the control, the Nissan Z is your soulmate. If you love innovation, the thrill of instant power and modern luxury, the MG Cyberster is your revolution. One's the last of the analog warriors, the other's the first of a digital generation. And that's what makes this battle legendary. Not because one beats the other, but because together they prove that fun is still alive, just in two different languages. At the end of the day, both cars remind us why people fall in love with driving. It's not just speed, it's emotion. It's the connection between you, the road, and the machine. The Nissan Z whispers nostalgia. The MG Cyberster shouts progress. And in 2025, both are worth celebrating because they give us a choice that's quickly fading away. If you want more car stories like this, hit subscribe and keep driving forward.